Okay, so we're at 36 weeks, and we're gonna give an update. What was I gonna say?
You did the hospital tour?
Oh yeah, we did the hospital tour. We're just gonna give we're gonna talk about what we're gonna do as far as the birth and our plans and everything for that. We've been taking some classes, birthing classes. The last one is gonna be on Sunday. But let me just talk about what we're gonna be doing. So Steph's gonna be trying to have a all natural birth. We're doing what it's called Hypno birthing. I don't know if anybody's heard of it, but Hypno birthing is kind of like meditation instead of using like drugs and stuff like that. It's using the power of hypnosis to help deliver your baby. Basically, you're in a relaxed state through your entire labor and delivery, and then it works together with the contractions and everything to make things go a lot more quickly and smoothly. So we've been taking hypno birthing classes, and we've been practicing every day almost. So we're gonna do that. So we want to have an all-natural birth. So when we went on this tour, we wanted to make sure that we can do it the way we wanted to do it and everything. So we went, and everything turned out to be pretty good. I mean, I guess this hospital is like one of 55 in the nation that is considered actually baby friendly, meaning they insist on breastfeeding and
immediate skin-to-skin contact.
Yeah.
And they let you bond for the first hour.
Instead of like just taking the baby and then going and weighing and all that, and then, So we thought that, and they taught that in the hypno birthing class, that skin-to-skin contact is important right after birth, so they can get to bond, I guess.
Because right after the birth is delivered, what is it? Oxytocin, I want to say, is released from your brain, which is the same chemical that is released in your brain right after.
Not Oxycontin. That's not what we're talking about.
No. I don't remember what it's called. I think it's oxytocin. But it's the same chemical in your brain that's released when you have sex, and it's a bonding chemical. And so it's important to have that bonding time with your newborn infant.
And then they get your scent, I guess, when they're on your skin. They can pick that up instead of, being dragged away to be poked and weighed and washed and everything.
And it helps regulate their body temperature. And
yeah.
Anyways, that was just important to me.
Yeah, so we wanted to do that, and I immediately wanted the baby to be washed because, I don't know, it just seemed a little bit gross to me, just have all this uterus stuff all over you, but I guess it absorbs into the skin and it's really good. It's got nutrients or something in it, but she'll just get it all over her, so. Yeah, so that was important, and the breastfeeding, which we're planning on doing. We've been discussing vaccinations and stuff like that, and I don't know where we stand on that yet, because I know that there's 34 vaccines from birth to, was it a year old, or was it something like that?
There's a bunch of them. Something
like that, but we didn't want to do that to the baby, and so I know they give hepatitis B vaccines when they're born.
They get the vitamin K shot and the PKU tests.
Yeah, so I think what we're gonna do is hold off on the hepatitis vaccine. I don't want to do that to her when she's first born. I mean, I don't know. We still don't know where we stand on that. I mean, I do think some vaccines are important, but some are just like, to me, unnecessary. Like,
Yeah, and some of them, depending on like if there's ones that contain mercury, I probably won't do those.
yeah.
So I still have a little more research to do to decide which ones we're getting and which ones we aren't. But I think regardless, I'm going to put them off until she's a little bit older, so she's not bombarded with all of that immediately.
Especially just coming, out of the womb and then into this new world, and the last thing she's gonna want is to be poked. But with the vitamin K shot, we learned about how it like helps with bruising and stuff like that. And at first we weren't gonna do it, but then we decided if they have oral vitamin K, we'll probably do that, but not do the vaccine.
The shot.
Or yeah, the shot.
So we'll see. I'll probably do the vitamin K. So
yeah, we'll do that.
It's just vitamin K is.
Yeah, and it'll help.
There's a risk to it.
If there is bruising, which I don't know. I don't know. But, so yeah, I think we'll hold off on vaccines till she's a little older. And then we'll do select vaccines at that. What else? On that tour did we discuss?
It sounds nice. This hospital sounds nice. I get a free massage and free food for 2 days, and everybody gets to baby me.
Yeah, they told us that the moms get a free massage. I was like, what about me? What about all the suffering and pain and agony that I have to go through? No, yeah. But no, it'll be good for her. I'm happy that she's gonna get to do that. But and so as far as this is gonna be kind of a long video, so don't just click out of it. Just kind of watch, because then you can see where we're coming from and everything. I'll try to make it interesting. But we are going to. Okay. So we found out that we can't. There is a way for me to be on the birth certificate, but we went through this whole spiel about getting Colorado to our county to let me be on the birth certificate and do like a parent-parent or whatever. But so I called the hospital to see what we need to do. They said we needed a court order, so called the court. They said vital records. Called vital records. They said the court, and then the hospital, and then so they just kept bouncing me back and forth. So we finally walked in and we're like, okay, what the hell do we need to do? Because this is ridiculous. I know you guys do it because I've seen it on your records that you've done it before, and especially Boulder County. I know we live in another county than that, but they've done it many times, and especially hopefully if civil unions are made legal here in the next few months, then they're going to need to do that more often. So we just kept being told to talk to an attorney. But then I talked to a couple of attorneys and they're like, I don't know, you'll just have to do a second parent adoption. And so I was like, well, I want my name on the birth certificate, and no one was of any help. So it was just a drag, and it's kind of disappointing to me. But so what we did is when we registered for this hospital, got the paperwork for the hospital tour, they gave us the birth certificate information to fill out. So she stuck me on the father, under the father, and hopefully they don't say anything or notice. But if they do, then I'll just say, hey, we're technically married, so I should have a right to be on there. But if not, then if worse comes to worse, we'll leave it blank.
But we're going to do the second parent adoption anyway, so everything's waterproof, because I can't take any risks with my family.
Yeah.
So
snatch her up
regardless.
Like that.
We're going to do the second parent adoption, but...
And that's a spiel, but just until we can get that finalized, I want to be on the birth certificate.
Just in case.
The baby's going to have my last name anyway, so...
Yeah.
I want to be on the birth certificate. Even if it's under father, who gives a shit? I mean, I'll be on there, but like I said, if they say anything about me being under father saying, hey, that's not allowed, then...
I just wanted something to establish a parental relationship between Danny and Serenity, just in case something should happen to me in the process. She's got at least a leg to stand on.
Something, yeah. Yeah. And we got medical powers of attorney for each other. So, and we have the contract from the donor.
Yeah, so what I gave the hospital was I gave them a copy of the birth plan, and I'm going to take copies of all this stuff when we go, but just so that they have it on our records. The best birth plan that I saw was from Earth Mama.
It's called Angel Baby Organics.
It's earthmamaangelbaby.com, and it is the most complete, organized one that I saw. So I attached a copy of the birth plan. And then just in case, I attached my medical power of attorney, a copy of our marriage certificate, and then a copy of the donor contract, just to make sure that all of Danny's bases are covered in case something should come up. But it's got paperwork to prove that we are more than just roommates or best friends, and it establishes a marital relationship and then a relationship, a parental relationship between Serenity and Danny.
Mm-hmm. And even if you're not doing like a natural birth plan,
this is still compatible.
Yeah, it has like stuff for like induction and then C-sections or whatever it is that you're doing, epidurals.
It was good to go through it to think of where you stand with stuff, because I was reading through this and I was like, I don't know.
Yeah, so we met with the midwife, a midwife who went through it with us and was like, okay, this is what this is, and she told us about the vitamin K and everything. But yep, so that was the birth plan. We're gonna do it as natural as we can. We're gonna bring our meditation and hypnosis CDs and music and all that to bring to the hospital.
And after the birth, I will let you guys know how the hypnosis goes, because they say that you can be pain-free in hypnosis with hypnobirthing, because they're teaching us techniques and ways that you can release endorphins of your body.
And I don't want to hear people talk shit because saying that it's supposed to be painful. But I've heard many testimonies. Why don't just go Google hypnobirthing and read hypnobirthing like testimonies or reviews and stuff like that. You'll see amazing
They've
stories.
Got videos and all.
They got videos. We've seen quite a few videos on them and how these women just like lay relaxed through the entire labor, through painful what they call surges or the contractions, and then delivering. Just one lady was in labor and delivered in 2 hours. I was like surprised because they're working together.
But your body is made to have babies. That's part of how we were designed. So yeah. I've decided not to believe the social acceptance of birth and try something a little different. So I will let you guys know how all of that goes.
Yeah, but yeah, that's so we will do that, and then definitely I'll be taking video. The hospital don't allow us to video the actual birth, but before and after that will. So I will be filming,
and I promise not to lie, even if it doesn't go as well.
Yeah. She's like, yeah, it was great. But yeah, I'll be filming so you guys can actually see, how it goes. And I'll do before and after the birth and everything. What else? It's kind of long video.
Preparation stuff.
What?
Cleaning meals, that kind of thing.
Oh, yeah. So next weekend, because technically she's not due till 4 weeks exactly from today, but I don't know. We're thinking she's probably gonna come earlier than we expected, just because how things have been. I mean,
I have pretty good practice contractions, and I have to be careful not to lift too much or do too much at a time, or else get them back to back.
Yeah, and she gets 10 in an hour or whatever, and when she's laying down, I mean. But
so I don't think it'll be hard to encourage her to come.
We don't want her to be born on Christmas. I mean,
and we would like her to have some separation between her birthday and Christmas, so she feels a little more.
Yeah.
I don't know, special.
Not that I'm saying that Christmas would be a bad birthday. I mean, just imagine though, if you were a kid, then having to have, the same combined.
Yeah. So hopefully, I would like it to be like a 2-week difference. So I'm hoping that she comes maybe on the 12th.
Yeah. So,
So we next weekend we're gonna do all of our deep cleaning.
No. Next weekend is the organizing. Remember, we're gonna do organizing of the bookshelves and the kitchen and everything
Well, that's
organized.
part of the
covered.
deep cleaning.
No, it's not. The cleaning will be the next weekend, before the baby actually. Well, before she can actually be born, because we were gonna wait till after I get out of school. So, and that'll be on the 6th. Yeah. So organizing next weekend. The weekend after that, we're cleaning.
Yes.
Mhm.
And I'm going to start putting meals together. Ashley is helping me with getting me some recipes that are good for either sticking and throwing in the crock pot to heat up after they're frozen, or getting frozen meals and putting them into the oven. So I'm going to compile a bunch of recipes and put them all in one place so that they're easy to share, in case you guys would like those. Recipes, not meals.
I was like, how are we gonna do that? Mail it?
But
UPS, everybody. Anybody who wants to share.
But I'm gonna put together some frozen meals. I don't know if I'm just gonna do one day of baking yet, or if I'm gonna do a meal and just make double and then freeze the extra. I'm not sure yet. So I will let you guys know. But I am working on that, and I do have you guys in mind. And then I'll compile all those recipes in like a Word or a PDF or something, so that you guys can pull it up pretty easy.
If you want, yeah.
If you want them. And then that way we'll have meals for like the first week or so.
We'll see how it goes, because I'm not technically one for having frozen stuff like that. I like meals fresh, but I know how hard it will be with the new baby.
Well, they won't be like, because a lot of the stuff I'm just going to assemble and then freeze. So
I've never in my life have ever eaten stuff that we've frozen like that.
It'll be like getting something frozen from the store.
Yeah, I know, but it's, I don't know. To me, it's just different. It's like,
you can have cereal then.
I'll eat cereal for the next month.
You would eat cereal for the next month anyways.
It's a good thing we stocked up. Yeah, but that is that. So we're not planning on taking her out of the house. Ooh, but Christmas.
That'll probably be our first time out, is Christmas.
We're not gonna take her out of the house and
like to the mall and
or just out, because for at least a month after we have her, but except for Christmas, and that's not even too far. My grandma lives not too far away, but yeah, that's only gonna be the time that she'll be out for at least a month. I'm gonna get cabin fever so bad.
I can go do stuff.
Like what? Just leave you here to take care of the baby?
Yeah, then I'll leave you.
But anyways, what else? Did you cover everything?
I need to pack her bag in, I think that's it.
Yeah, we got a list from the hospital. It's what to bring to the hospital. So we're gonna start packing that up. They have like a free program where they can install the car seat for you, so it's installed properly. So we're probably gonna do that.
Even though growing up with, a dozen brothers and sisters, I think I know how to install a car seat. So
yeah.
We'll see if I'm as good as I really think I am.
We'll see. I'll probably go do it anyway, just to check. But yeah, got a list of everything. If you guys can think of anything that you had to have at the hospital that you wish you would have brought to the hospital or whatnot, let me know. So, because I mean, there is kind of extensive, and they said we'd probably be there for at least 2 days after the delivery. So, I just want to make sure that we have everything, because the hospital is not like within a short distance. It's like half hour away. All right, but I think that's pretty much it. We haven't had an appointment in a while, just because we've had an insurance switch for her. So we're probably gonna do that next week. That'll be 37 weeks next week. So
yeah, the insurance that I have, they only give me a checkup once a month, even in my last month. So.
Yeah,
they do things a little different, Kaiser.
Yeah. But we'll definitely let you guys know how that goes. We'll probably do that next week. I think that's pretty much it. If you have any questions or anything, just Facebook me or message me on here. My Facebook's www.facebook.com/Danielle.Myers.98. That's my Facebook, so you can ask me questions on there. I'll be more than happy to answer your questions. I've had a few people ask me questions, and I'm more than happy to help. So I think that's pretty much it. I hope you all had a good Thanksgiving, and we'll see you soon. Here.